An American jailed in Egypt is back in the U.S. this morning after an intervention by the Trump administration. 30-year-old aid worker Aya Hijazi was held in an Egyptian prison for nearly 3 years on charges of assault, torture, and trafficking. Human rights groups called all those claims unfounded. Margaret Brennan is at the White House with how the negotiations unfolded. Margaret, good morning.
Good morning, Norah. Well, Aya Hijazi moved to Egypt from her Virginia hometown in order to help homeless children. But she ended up in jail as part of a widespread crackdown on activists by Egypt's president.
President El-Sisi has been somebody that's been very close to me from the first time I met him.
Earlier this month, President Trump welcomed Egyptian President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi to the White House, effectively resetting a strained relationship with the Middle Eastern ally.
I look forward to working with the president.
As part of that reset, the White House decided to no longer make human rights a point of public dispute with Egypt. But behind the scenes, pressed for the release of American aid worker Aya Hijazi.
How can somebody so pure, so innocent, trying to help, end up in jail for 3 years?
Basil Hijazi is Aya's brother. We spoke with him prior to her release.
There has been a crackdown on a lot of civil society groups. Is that in any way related to what happened to your sister?
There are numbers that say 40,000 people have been arrested. Why Aya and why this NGO, we still don't know, but the general atmosphere of Egypt allowed that to happen.
Then General Sisi's military seized power in 2013 and imprisoned tens of thousands of activists, journalists, and aid workers. That widespread crackdown prompted the Obama administration to suspend some of the more than $1 billion in annual U.S. aid to Egypt. Last Sunday, a Cairo court dropped all charges against Hijazi. Also released was Hijazi's husband, Egyptian national Mohammed Hassanein.
There is no reason for anybody not to want her to be free because Aya is a humanitarian and she did nothing but good.
Now, Basil and his sister will meet President Trump and his daughter Ivanka here at the White House later today. Their lawyer sent a statement to CBS News saying that he is thankful for the help from President Trump, but also many lawmakers who've intervened over the years. And Norah, what's interesting here is that President Sisi long claimed that his hands were tied on this case and it was up to Egypt's courts. And this morning, Defense Secretary Mattis is emphasizing this was ultimately the court's decision, not a negotiated release, but it was up to the courts to free her.
Really interesting, Margaret. Thank you so much.